how do I capture something kind of different and wild and then shape that into something that feels composed or more thought out. But one thing I really enjoy doing is working with improvised material, working with music and sound that's not as cleanly thought out. To me, that's where I find like the coolest stuff to sample. Just as like a demonstration, I can play a little bit of drums, kind of in a free spirit, and get some random sounds and see if we can turn that into a rhythm. All right, let's see what we got. Making tracks, making music, writing music, to me is about experimentation. Working with things that are kind of imperfect, kind of is partially because I don't know, where this may go or not. Like I'm messing around and I'm like sort of unhappy with my sounds and I don't know what's going on and this and that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that kind of sounds cool. It really is about finding new things and like exploring until something's revealed. Inspiration is all around us if you're open to it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Kind of wanted to just make some ambient sounds here, just to give a little bit of direction with that. And I have my rhythm, and this is kind of the process too of like maybe bringing the form together. And I can bring in different elements, like the drums I had mapped out on the pads. Kind of gives us a little bit of that real drums. Stepping into, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to try things. I'm going to explore this, is really the process. And so like, I might have files and files and files of demos like this, that I've never bounced out of just being a brainstorming idea. This is maybe a rough draft or just the skeleton where I can take what was improvised and really shape that not just into a track, but like a composition that now can be performed not just inside the box, but with a band. We could take the progression and the melodies, and then we can go and play that as a group and improvise and have a completely new and organic feel. I spent a lot of time on the road. So often I find myself figuring out how to put together a setup in a room and actually trying to do some serious work. And I've done quite a lot of projects where there would be tracks or moments that were definitely finished very, very much just like this. Improvisation is the natural state of being. I think it's inherent in whatever we're doing. We're going to be improvising a bit. But rather than like try to contain that, I'm gonna try to use that as a tool and lean into that. What can I learn? What don't I know? What's beyond my vision? And how do I access things that are beyond my vision, right? And so leaving that to chance, leaving that to the unknown is a big part of like stepping into what hasn't been said or what hasn't been done and just letting it be revealed.